Hi there, lisafieguth from the Figs Fowl Farm. And have you ever had a problem of things doing too well? Overcrowding. That's what we're going to talk about today on the Figs Fowl Farm. It seems this year I have had all kinds of problems in my garden. You wouldn't think I would have so many problems. But apparently gardening is harder than we think it is. And this year, my problem has been I have overplanted things. I have planted things too close, and now it's becoming a real problem. I can't even get into my garden to pick things. In fact, this is what I found the other day because I couldn't see it, I couldn't get into it, and it got a little bit carried away. There's been other problems as a result of me overplanting. Now, I started off this year watching all of the YouTube videos and learning all of the things to do, and I told you it was a year of experimenting. And so I used all kinds of new fertilizers, and I did composting, and I used worm castings, and apparently that makes everything grow bigger. When I planted everything, I had in my mind what size they would get to be, how far I would need to space everything, and that didn't happen at all. Everything got ginormous, and now I have a problem with getting into my garden. It has now become a jungle. So because of this problem, I have had to actually pull plants up. I had this beautiful tomatillo. It was probably 8 foot tall. It had grown to where it expanded across the whole garden, and I couldn't get in to get anything. And then to add to that, it turns out you need 2 tomatillos in order to pollinate each other. And I had only planted 1. So you know what? It had to come out. And I got my hubby out there to help me do it. Another problem that I've had as a result of this is that everything is so jammed in together and so close to each other that the little pollinators apparently are able to get in there. My pumpkins and some of my melons and some of my squash, only the top flowers are getting pollinated, which then becomes a problem because then they get too heavy. Who would have thought that at the beginning of August I would have this kind of a problem, especially when last May I had killed everything in my garden with herbicide, and I was in tears thinking, oh, I'm just not even gonna have a garden this year. But instead I have a crazy jungle of a garden. It's all so crowded, and now I have a new kind of a problem. Yes, it's alive, but now it's gone berserk. I guess that's a good thing. It's a lesson that I'll learn for next year. I'll know how close to plant together my pepper plants and my tomatoes and my squash and all of those things. And maybe I won't have a jungle next year. But for now, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to harvest it. The joys of gardening. Thanks for watching the Figs Fowl Farm. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you next time in my jungle. Beware, there are things lurking in the jungle.